Welcome back to JH Diesel. We are working on our Danger Ranger right now, getting it ready for this weekend's little Saturday night race at the Freedom Factory. They're doing figure eight, outlaw figure eights. These guys are insane. You don't want to miss out. And then we are getting our Ranger set up for the 25 lap Ranger race. We just came off a big W on the last one. Exciting time. And we're hoping to get another W again. Don't forget to, right now, CletusMcFarland.com, all your JH Diesel merchandise, every $5 spent, get you one entry to win our 2015 Chevy Silverado High Country Duramax Diesel. Do not miss out on that, guys. This is the biggest giveaway we've ever done. Freaking awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for whoever gets it. It's pretty badass. On top of the truck, you're going to get $5,000 cash in your pocket. So don't forget, $5 spent, get you one entry. No purchase necessary. Look at the rules and link in the description below. Check all that out, guys. Otherwise, good luck to everybody on the giveaway. Now, we're gonna go in the back of the shop. We had a lot of accusations after the last race that we are cheating, that our Rangers cheated up. And you know, I really do, to a point, I take offense to that because we did our homework, we busted our butts, and we got that thing dialed in. We went to practice on Friday. We did practice on Saturday. We wanted to make sure the Ranger was running like it should. And yes, we did set the fastest Ranger time of all time on the Freedom Factory grounds with a 18.1 and some change lap time. So the second fastest thing was like an 18.2 something, which was set by Kevin. So before the last race, we got with Kevin on tires and wheels and stuff. He helped us figure out tire and wheel combos and stuff like that. So he was a big help in getting this thing dialed in as it is. Everything else was on us. So we are running the same tire and wheel as him. Now, let's go out there, check the truck out, and we'll show you guys our cheated up Ranger. Well, here she is. Our 2001 Ford Ranger 4-liter V6. So we kept this thing pretty much as bone stock as we could for the longest time, without cutting any panels and stuff like that. But whenever we ran third for most of the last Danger Ranger race, and Kevin and Drew were like just pulling on us, it was pretty crazy. I said, man, we got to do something. So I talked to them a little bit, looked at their trucks. Their trucks are gutted, weighted down. I mean, they dialed them in. So as you can see, let me grab a flashlight here.
Now remember, we were going to put spark plugs in it the last time. We didn't even do that.
We did not.
We have not turned a wrench on the motor since Bristol when we put...
If you can see here, guys, if anybody can see, a lot of people said this Ranger was fast and everything else. These valve covers have never been off. They leak oil. If you look in the intake, you can see this stuff has never been off the engine. I mean, it is dirty.
EGR is still on it.
EGR is still on and hooked up. I mean, this is about as stock can be. As you said, in Bristol, we went ahead and put some Blue Devil in it because we had some water in the oil. And so we changed the oil, put some Blue Devil in it, and it's been good ever since. I haven't had an issue. So even look over here.
You can see the oil leaks.
We got a pretty lacious oil
on the valve cover.
But looking in here, I mean, there's leaves, there's crud, there's just, you cannot tell me that this truck is not one of the stockest trucks out there. But I'm trying to get down here where there's like a leaf in there where you can really see it in the intake, but whatever, I can't get down there. But you can see this thing, it is all original. So for people saying, oh, you got cheated up motor, well, we do not. We even have the stock airbox on the truck. I mean, it is literally not even a cold air intake. So looking down here, we did put a clutch in it because I burned the clutch up, but I was just seeing all the oil and stuff that leaks out of this thing. So we did do a clutch in it, and we have done an oil change on it. Look at this, there's dirt bobbers on the thing. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, for a lot of people saying that, you know, this thing's cheated up, this and that, we did put an electric fan on it, which we are allowed to do that. That's a used fan off our mud truck. We never put a radiator in it. That was the original one. We did pull the AC condenser out. We pulled a bunch of unnecessary weight out of the truck. So we pulled pretty much, as you guys know, we shaved about 300 pounds off this thing. We still got full fenders and stuff though, full front bumper. We still got that. We still got outside of our doors. not the inside. And I mean, it's just a stock Ranger. You can look underneath. We haven't even done the shackle flip yet, which we actually are going to do that. And the torsion bars are still turned up a little bit to not keep this thing from raking real hard. So we still have factory shackles back here with factory shackle, you know, location. They have not been flipped yet, which we are about to do now to get it ready.
Old shocks. We were going to put new shocks on it.
Completely original. I mean, everything on the truck is just all original. So we did put this on here. I don't know if this helps us or hurts us. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, we took the tailgate off. We took the hitch off. All in weight savings. We have a full bed in there. There's nothing gutted. I mean, we snatched the bed liner out. And we obviously don't have lights or any kind of tail lights or anything like that. But when I bought this Ranger, I bought it, it's a, you know, 01 4-liter with a 5-speed manual. I do regret buying a manual truck. I wish I would have bought an auto. Now that we've raced a few times, Kevin, Drew's, theirs is auto trucks. So the restarts are so much nicer with the auto trucks. And if you've ever driven one of these, the second to third shift is sometimes very difficult to do. So I do wish I would have bought an auto truck, but it is a manual. So, and as you can see on the interior, I mean, she's just gutted. There's just nothing there.
Which is well within the rules of what we can do.
The rules. The truck is truly a stock truck. That's the best part. This truck's always done well, but it is truly a stock truck, stock engine, stock transmission. It's just an OEM replacement clutch is what we put in there, which really, even if you put a badass clutch in it, wouldn't benefit you at all on a racetrack. I mean, it truly is. So anybody saying that we're cheating or it's cheated up or whatever because we, you know, blew away the competition last time, we just did our homework. We sat down and said, let's get this thing dialed. So that's what we did. And we're very happy with it. We think it's working really good right now. So we are going to lower it a little bit, which hopefully that'll help us, give us more downforce, less body roll. Maybe it'll make us a little bit faster. I don't know. It'd be cool to hit like 17.9 in a Ranger. I think would be pretty sick on the track. So, and it is running a stock 410 gear ratio. Never touched the rear end. It is running a stock.
Well, we welded the rear end up for Bristol.
We welded the rear end
but
up for Bristol.
Other than that, we didn't do anything to it.
Other than that, it's been dialed. So we're going to get to work on this thing, get the shackles flipped on it, and get out there to the race this weekend and hopefully pull off another W with our cheated up Ranger.
That's the thing. I mean, if you cheat and win, you're not winning anything. Why would we cheat to win?
We're probably the most least people to cheat, but we're figuring out circle track racing, you know, like I came into it, you know, Cleet introduced me to it back in 2020 on our first Freedom 500. I did horrible. I got last place, crashed the car on lap 10, was trying to go around somebody, didn't know the rules, you know, I didn't know the actual circle track etiquette. I've learned a lot. We became a better driver out there, which has helped out a ton. So now that we kind of know a lot more, we're starting to do better. We're placing, usually in the bigger races, we're always top 3, if not top 5 at the worst. Sometimes, you know, last year at Indy, I was second place. I almost got Kevin for first, and I just didn't want to spin him out or dump him, so I didn't want to win that way. But I held second for like forever, about to go around him, and I didn't want to dump him. So either way, guys, we're gonna get back on this thing, get the shackles flipped, and hopefully get her drop down a little bit more in the front, and we'll do it. Oh, that's another thing. This truck is a torsion bar truck. So as you can see, it's got a lean. We've got the passenger side cranked up, the driver's side lowered a little bit. So it's like we figured out what works as far as that goes, because as you increase it, it increases the tension on that side. So which is a nice thing. But now those guys, they made a rule where they're allowed to swap coil springs and cut coil springs down and stuff. An OEM coil spring though, they're not allowed to do a performance one according to them. Because if they start doing performance springs, I mean, that's going to be huge for those guys. But either way, we want to show you guys, we got accused of being cheaters. So we want to kind of go over that with you guys, show you what we do have. And we're going to get working on it, get a little lower to the ground, and hopefully go out there and pull off another W this weekend. Well, we got our cheated up Ranger all ready to go. Gonna be some good racing. So we did get it lowered down a little bit more, and we got it about 1.5 inches lower, which should help with any kind of body roll. The more weight you can get down to the ground, the better. And then This side, obviously, because we have our torsion bar cranked up, she's a little nose high on this side still. But whenever we go into a corner, that should compress and hopefully equal the truck out. That's the plan. So as of right now, the old Ranger is about ready to rip. It's doing freaking awesome. It's gutted. We actually cut about another 10 or 15 pounds out of it. We found some stuff we didn't need, which should make it a little bit faster, you know? So right now, we're running good with it. We're hoping we do good this weekend with it. I think it will. Pretty sure this thing's set up and ready. So, oh, and we put a full containment seat in it. A buddy of mine gave me a full containment seat. So now that'll help me a little bit in the corners. And heck yeah. Get this thing dialed and ready to rip. So since we're dealing with mini trucks lately,
Yeah, might as well just stay on the mini truck.
we decided to...
Oh my goodness.
What happened, dude? Oh, man. Your Burnout truck is looking rough, dude. What'd you do this thing?
Unbelievable. It's not acceptable.
This thing is looking really rough, dude. You didn't wash it? Unreal, man. That truck was mint before you got it.
That's what happens.
Well, give you a little update on Justin's Burnout truck. We're waiting on a couple parts to get here right now, but we started looking underneath it. And whenever we were trying to get this thing to shift, we don't think it ever goes into second. We think it goes one, you go into second, there's nothing really there, and then you slam third and it goes into third. Now, it's got a really crappy shifter in it, so that could be the part of it, is the shifter.
I got a guy that told me he's going to get me a shifter.
Yeah?
He said the other day, he said, I'm on it, done deal.
Oh, well, so we got a nice shifter coming forward, but we pulled the trans out to see what was going on, and we found something very interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's not good.
So this is a normal turbo 350 transmission right here. No issues. Nothing major wrong with it. It just doesn't really work, right? Well,
This is for quick removal.
dude, I cannot even believe that, man.
Yeah,
It is cracked right all the way around.
Usually this happens like if the trans is rubber mounted or solid mounted and the motor is the opposite. So usually like if the motor doesn't turn but the trans moves, they'll break the bell housing. That's usually when you see it happen. So
I don't know if that thing was. I don't know if that was solid mounted and rubber mounted, or if this thing just had a bad U-joint at some time or slamming. I don't know.
Well, and it could be
A drive shaft
at some
issue.
point the bell housing bolts
Came
some
loose
of them
or
may have
something?
been tight, some of them may have been
Yeah.
loose. So you gotta do.
There's
just
definitely
do some looking.
a few issues that could pertain to that, but so we're gonna take this thing to our trans shop and get this baby freshened up, and then either put like an Ultra Bell on it or get a different case for it, whatever we decide there. I think an Ultra Bell would be a good idea. Just keep it safe. That way, if it does blow up and explode, it doesn't go through the floorboard.
Nah, I mean you gotta
But-
have a little bit of excitement in your life.
Yeah.
You can't do everything.
I need your legs, dude. You can't be doing that. So we're gonna be sending that thing out, and then we've got our Warren Diesel transmission. This is out of the Burnout truck. This is actually one of the transmissions. We actually had two because we were rotating them, messing with different stuff. So this one here, I'm going to get this thing back together, and it's actually fully together. I'm going to take it to my buddy, have him run through it for me. Whatever parts we need, we're going to get them ordered up. And this will actually be for the mud truck. So I've never had like a fully built transmission in the mud truck. So that'll go in that. And then the other whirly trans will stay with the 6.0, which we just got our cylinder heads back for. So we have all that stuff, all these engine parts. This engine is going to be going back together here soon. So a lot of projects going on, but this will be cool. And then obviously Justin's trans will be cool. We got a couple more parts to get for Justin's truck before Cletus and cars. We want the thing to be right and dialed. So we're gonna get a little bit more horsepower out of it. And obviously the trans will be working good. The shifter will be good. And my boy can send it. So hopefully everything works out good on it and we get everything back together in time. So again, guys, thank you for watching the JH channel. We will see you next time with our cheated up Ranger at the next Freedom Factory race.